Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. We'll be right back to the show. But before we do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, factormeals.com, where if you go to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50, you can get 50% off your first order. That's factormeals.com/unbroken50. If you're like me and you are a person who is busy trying to create a life, heal, work on their health, wealth, and relationships, and not to mention deal with the day-to-days of normal life, you do not have time to be going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what you're going to cook every single day of the week. In fact, one time I did the math and I realized I was spending over 15 hours a week at the grocery store and cooking. When I added Factor, I got to use that time for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and for my business. And so if you're in the place where you need some more support in the kitchen, head to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50 to get 50% off. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Welcome to the Think Unbroken podcast. I'm your host, Michael Unbroken, and this podcast is about helping trauma survivors let go of the past, overcome their fear, discover their identity, become the hero of their own story, and ultimately to be unbroken. Our goal in company is to bring on guests and experts in the fields of mental, physical, and psychological health to help you overcome the past, to take back your power. And in this podcast, we are unedited and unfiltered, and we're going to give it to you real so that you can start to create massive change in your life. If you're curious about learning more outside the podcast, you can get a free copy of my book, Think Unbroken, at book.thinkunbroken.com. That's book.thinkunbroken.com, where you can get a copy of my #1 best-selling book, Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma. The most important thing that you can ever do, my friends, is show up for yourself, and that's where you are today. And I appreciate you. I have massive gratitude for you. And without further ado, let's get into the show. We'll be right back to the show, but before we do, I want to take a moment and tell you about my new book, Unbroken Man, A Man's Guide to Being the Hero of Their Own Story. I sat down a few months ago and realized that there are so many men in the world that need guidance, that need support, that need to learn about trauma, removing themselves from toxic masculinity, breaking down the barriers to vulnerability, getting unstuck, and ultimately learning the tools to become the hero of their own story. Unbroken Man is available for pre-order right now if you go to men.thinkunbroken.com, where you'll also get access to over $1,000 in bonuses, including the 6-week in-depth trauma healing coaching app, which you'll get instant access to. I created Unbroken Man to be accessible to everyone around the world, but it is written for men from the guise of a man, and I hope that you will find it to be a practical tool on your healing journey in the same way that thousands of men around the world have. So check out men.thinkunbroken.com to pre-order, and until next time, be unbroken.
Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Hope that you're doing well wherever you are in the world today. Again, today, no microphone, so bear with me. It's an interesting day. I spent it walking around New York City, and I had a thought today thinking about this idea that, like, dreams really do come true. And I know sometimes when we're going through this process of healing, when we're going through this process of growing, or when we're going through the process of just trying to figure out, like, what the hell is happening in our lives, it might not seem like that. And I've been in that place, and I've been in that place where you're like, why am I doing this? Why bother? Nothing seems to change. This sucks. And let me tell you this, from just my own personal experience, if you're willing to play this game, then on a long enough timeline, everything you want in your life can be yours. And look, you're going to have to go through that process of healing to do things like therapy and coaching and personal development, listening to this show. And I know sometimes people listen and they're like, okay, this sounds kind of like what you said before. And there's a reason behind that, because you have to understand that this process is so repetitive. It's about doing the same thing again and again and again and again and again until you get to the point where it becomes your new normal. And so today I'm walking around New York City, and in Times Square, there is one of those big giant digital billboards, and my photo was on it for this event that I'm here to speak at on Thursday. And for a kid from the hood who was homeless, who had crazy parents, who was a drug addict, who, you guys know all my story, like, that was just such a surreal moment. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, even I don't even know that it set in yet, and this was hours ago. If you want to see it, I put it on my Instagram and my Facebook, so just check out Michael Unbroken, and you'll see it. And it was this really powerful moment because, like, I'm here doing this to hopefully empower people and change people's lives and bring to the forefront this conversation about childhood and trauma and abuse so that it's no longer hidden in this country and the world. And I feel like every single day I get a little bit closer. And every day that you guys are listening to this show, getting the coaching programs, buying the books, like the whole nine, every day that you're doing that, you're helping me get one day closer. And you guys together are part of this Unbroken Nation making this work. And again, I'm sorry about the noise. I'm out of my element here, recording in a hotel room as opposed to the studio. And so
we'll be right back, but I wanted to take a quick moment to tell you about the Think Unbroken 6-week trauma healing coaching program. If you go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com, you can sign up for the 6-week daily Think Unbroken trauma healing coaching program. In this program, we're going to go over the 6 principles of healing trauma, adaptation, understanding the impacts of trauma, how to become the hero of your own story, what to do next, and ultimately what it means to be unbroken. For more information about this 6-week coaching program, which you can download as an app on your phone and take with you everywhere, no matter where you are in the world, it's interactive. It's built about giving you practical tools that you can use in real time. And if you're ready for what's next in your life, go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Again, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Now let's get back to the show.
Thinking about this and our mission, this is an us thing, right? Every time I get on stage, and I'll do this also on Thursday, it's just kind of like the routine at this point. I think and I remind myself why I'm here. I remind myself that this is not about me. I say my siblings' names, and I step on that stage to move towards this mission. And on days like today, like walking through New York, seeing that billboard, it was really just kind of like this holy shit moment, for lack of a better term, where my adrenaline started pumping so hard because I had to sit there. Here's what's funny. It took 90 minutes for it to pop up. And I don't know if you've ever been to Times Square. I'll be a little TMI right now. I don't know if you've ever been to Times Square, but there's no bathrooms anywhere right there. And I had to pee so freaking bad, I thought I was going to fucking piss my pants. And I was just sitting there like, okay, stay here. Don't go anywhere. See this. Get this moment. Be here when it happens. And when it happened, I was just so incredibly thrilled. And I almost peed my pants. Both because it was exciting and because I had to fucking piss. And let me tell you this, guys. If I were to rewind my life 15, 20, 25 years ago, there's a 0% chance I would have ever told you that I would be on a billboard in Times Square. And I'm so moved and honored and humbled by it. But most importantly, like, it's so amazing to just look at this journey and be like, wow, this is really, really happening. And that's what I want to tell you guys. Like, your dreams can come true. The thing that you want to do in your life can happen. The only way you're ever going to believe in yourself is by doing it. And I'll tell you this, like, go rewind 4, 5, 6 years ago. It was, and still is, clumsy and awkward and weird and uncomfortable for me to do so many of these things. But I made a decision and a declaration that I would do it anyway. And I want you guys to do the same. Make a decision about your life. Choose who you want to be and move towards being that person. And until it happens, don't stop. Don't give up and don't ever quit. Because whatever your moment is, it will be there for you. And you deserve to have it, but you have to put in work. You know, gaining confidence, as I've said frequently, is continuing to do incredibly uncomfortable things consistently. And that's this life, my friends. That's this life. Make a choice, make a decision, get uncomfortable. And uncomfortable could be therapy or coaching or, you know, doing whatever that thing is next you know you need to do. But do it repetitively. Do it enough so that it becomes real, so it becomes your truth. And I promise you that it will. So with that, my friends, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you being here. Again, sorry about the audio quality. I normally travel with my mic. Totally didn't bring it. That's my bad. But I appreciate you all. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see ya.
Unbroken Nation, hope that you just got a tremendous amount of value from today's episode. I want to know what you think. Please do me a favor and review, rate, and share the episode with 3 friends on social media today. It would mean the world if you did, because ultimately at the end of the day, creating community and connection is how we heal generational trauma in the world. And I need your help to do that, Unbroken Nation. So if you're on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are, please like, comment, share, review. I want to know not only what you like about the show, but how I can make the show better, how I can make this further about helping you on your healing journey. So do me a favor. And when you do, shoot me a screenshot of you making the review to my DM at Michael Unbroken on Instagram so that I can have a conversation with you, say hi, and more importantly, so I can share it with the Unbroken Nation. Thank you so much, my friend. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program.